And that was an absolute treat.
Hola Spain lovers, hola food lovers, Stuart here with another food review video. It's Sunday morning, 10 a.m. I'm in my local neighborhood in the industrial area and I'm gonna have a breakfast treat today. Not going to the typical Spanish bar or restaurant having a typical Spanish breakfast. I'm going to a Peruvian restaurant, the one that I have over here behind me. I'll turn the camera around so you can see it, called Limanta, and apparently they do Peruvian breakfasts which are special. So I'm going to go inside, sit down and try something different today. So without further ado, let's go inside, sit down and get stuck into this breakfast treat. Vamos! Now, honestly speaking, this is a breakfast that I have been looking forward to for a long time. It's around 10 a.m. Sunday morning, and I think this place only does breakfasts at the weekend, Saturdays or Sunday. You can't come here during the week for breakfast, I don't think, only weekends. And as I said, this should be a breakfast treat. I tried this sandwich or roll about 6 months ago in another Peruvian restaurant, and it blew me away. And apparently this one is as good. So let's get it on the table here now. I've got my coffee for takeaway, but I want to get this breakfast special on the table now because I reckon it's going to be an absolute treat. And the first thing I'm noticing is that we've got some sauces or some juices. This looks like lemon juice. And we've also got something in here which is a mix of onion, cilantro or coriander, I think, in there as well. So the idea would be to put that onto the roll when I get it. This pan con chicharrón, a Peruvian breakfast special. Now, as I have mentioned in numerous videos that I have done over the journey, breakfasts here in Spain can be a little bit of a hit-miss situation. Sometimes you get a good breakfast, sometimes not, but fairly stock standard. You're going to get a piece of toast, you're going to get some tomato on that piece of toast, you're going to get some olive oil on that piece of toast, you're maybe going to get a pastry, maybe you're going to get something else a little bit more elaborate, but that's about it, unfortunately. I think here they've got 5 or 6 different types of breakfasts. I can't remember exactly how many there were, but I've gone for the Peruvian classic, and I'm going to open it now, so get ready for this. Now let's do the unboxing here. Not as big as I thought it was going to be, but well wrapped, as you can see here. And let's get this open now and see exactly what we've got going on inside it. So the first thing I'm looking at here is the size. As you can see, what's that, about 6 inches, 7 inches maybe, 13, 14 centimeters in length, as you can see here. It does seem to be fairly well stacked with all of the meat inside it as well. We've got sweet potato, which I'll show you guys in just a moment, but it looks as though it's going to be a very, very filling breakfast indeed. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I should be doing here. I'm going to have to use my fingers to put some of this onion on top. But the smell that's coming off this sandwich or this roll is unbelievable. The pork belly, which has been recently fried. You've also got the sweet potato. Not much smell coming off that, let's be honest about that. But this is going to be an absolute treat. And this thing here, which is lemon juice, I think, which will pour over the top. And we'll see if it gives it that Peruvian flavor. That fusion style Peruvian flavor, of course, which is what I'm looking for here. So, firstly, I'm going to try the coffee. Not a cheap coffee, €2.50. So, let's get the top on this roll, and I'm going to take my first bite into this massive sandwich, or thick sandwich, as you can see here. Look how thick that is. You've got the different layers, you've got the pork belly on top here, you've got the sweet potato, the onions on top as well, that little bit of lemon juice or whatever it was that I put over the top. Let's see what this is like. Wow, that is an absolute taste sensation. You won't believe how tender the pork belly is. I don't know how it's been cooked, whether it's been slow cooked and then fried, but it is unbelievably tender. I'll take some out in a moment and show you, but amazingly tender. The sweet potato, again, incredibly soft, and the combination of flavors that are coming out of this roll are amazing. The bread is soft, the bread is fluffy, again, perfect. And I want to have a look at this pork belly so you can see how thick the cut is and amazingly tender. A little bit fatty, of course, what you would expect with pork belly, but the flavors, perfectly seasoned, salted just right. This is an absolute taste sensation. Of course, you wouldn't be able to eat this every day. Your cholesterol levels would go through the roof, but every now and again, why not? And this is hands down one of the tastiest rolls or sandwiches that I've ever had in Spain, without a doubt. Now let's rate the coffee. We've got a bit of froth action going on top here. I asked for a standard white coffee, café con leche, but yeah, it's not bad. It's the coffee that I would expect in a place that cares about its breakfasts. All right, back into this roll. We'll see if I can finish it off because it is very, very filling. And even though there is quite a bit of fat on this pork belly, it's not greasy, which is also very, very good. And the bread is also absorbing the flavors from the pork. Amazing. We'll try some of this sweet potato. The perfect combination of flavors. The onions, the cilantro, the pork belly, the sweet potato, the bread. And importantly, the sandwich is held together. It hasn't all broken into pieces, which is good. Some more of this pork belly, perfectly cooked. Melts in your mouth. And that was an absolute treat. So my final thoughts and the price of the breakfast today, as you can see there, 11 euros, and this is where my main gripe is. Not with the price of the food, not with the price of the coffee, but with something else. So the pan con chicharrón, the pork belly sandwich, 7 euros and 50 cents. You could say it's a little bit expensive for breakfast. The coffee was not included. I could go to another place here in my local area and coffee would be included, but here it is not. So the coffee was 2 euros and 50 cents. So 7.50 for the roll, 2 euros 50 for the coffee, 10 euros is the price of the breakfast today. However, as you saw, it's 11 euros. So they've charged me 1 euro for the takeaway container here. There it is there. Now the coffee's cooled down a bit so I can get to see what the flavors are like with this coffee. Yeah, that's not bad. So my final rating on the breakfast experience today, overall, very good. The service in there was fairly good as well, no complaints. I decided to come outside here and eat it because the lighting conditions are better and there's no one in the restaurant. It's completely empty, so there's not much atmosphere going on. So I'm outside at the smoker's table, as they call it here. So my overall rating on the food experience, starting with the roll, I'm going to give it a solid 4.3. It was very, very good, 8.6 out of 10. The coffee, stock standard, 4, and the whole experience, because I was charged 1 euro for the takeaway container, 3.8. And would I recommend this breakfast experience here in Spain? Absolutely. Get out of the typical Spanish bars and restaurants that do the average breakfasts and get into somewhere like this that does a special breakfast and you won't regret it. And the coffee, as I said, is fairly good too. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. Is what I had for breakfast today something that you would have for breakfast, or is it a little bit too rich, a little bit too big, that type of meal first thing in the morning for you? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to say that for me, I wouldn't eat this every day, but every now and again, something like that goes down very, very well. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video when I publish it. Until the next one, buen provecho from Spain.